game, guys. Let's all hit up the Lord's Prayer again. Our Father, who's art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our trespasses, give us our protection.
Once again, for final score, 5:32, Plainview 7.
Good game, Bubba.
You can catch the replay of tonight's action tomorrow morning at 7 on Fun 92.7 FM. As you're traveling to maybe some Pee Wee games, headed to work, whatever you may be headed to, make sure to tune in to Fun 92.7 FM. You catch the replay of tonight's action between the Fife Red Devils and the Plainview Bears at 7 a.m.
Let's go! Damn it.
What is your profession? Red machine on 3. 1, 2, 3, red machine.
Yeah! Careful, good interview. Tell you what, let's do this. Woo. You ready? Hey guys, it's Jake Harris along with the all-star of the ball game, number 24 from Fife Red Devils, Trent Thrash. Trent, hell of a game, my friend. You played your tail off. It was a fantastic game. Apologize for that. Man, 24 is your number. 24 points is what you put on the board. How'd you do it all? 237 yards and 4 touchdowns tonight. Walk us through it.
Before I can say anything, I got to thank my offensive linemen. Best blocking they've improved each game. My coaches just give me the opportunity to run the ball as many times as I did. And all my teammates, my fellow seniors sticking to it, being able to beat Plainview my senior year, going undefeated against them in varsity has been just amazing. You know, we got a great team here at Fife. The community, everyone's supporting me. It's actually helped me make it through.
Well, man, you've been playing fantastic all season. Tonight was no different. 237 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns. Let me talk a little bit ahead. Next week, you have Isabella coming into town. You guys going to clean house and go all the way in the playoffs this year?
We take it one step at a time, one game at a time. You know, Fife is always striving to make it to state. That's our job, each and every year.
I like to hear it one game at a time. Trent, you played a heck of a game. Fantastic. We appreciate it. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
And congrats. Oh, by the way, you can tell your team you guys are Southern Torch County champs this year. Thanks. Take care.
That is next week.
Guys, get in here. Post-show, Trooper.
Phenomenal athlete.
Phenomenal athlete. You know, we talked about it. I predicted 14 to 21, and overall it was only 4 points off. Well, no, before. Sorry, I was a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk total score, you talk. Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, I was only 4 points off. I said 21 to 14, 32 to 7. You add them together, 4 points difference.
That doesn't count, Jake.
You know, I gotta grasp at something, man. You got post game stats,
And of course, we talked about Thrash. Thrash led the ball on the Fife side of the ball. Thrash with 237 yards and 4 touchdowns. Bates right behind him with 96 yards. And also Stiefel with the other touchdown on the night. On the Plainview side of the ball, Bobo with 17 carries for 53 yards and a touchdown. Anderson with 9. Leading with 75 yards. Excuse me, that was Caleb Spears with 85 yards, also with 17 carries.
I'll tell you what, you know, Plainview spread the talent out tonight, and we talked about coming into the ball game. Jace Pruitt's going to have to calm down a little bit. Had several passes off the mark, as you had said. We were probably going to see a lot of passes tonight. Poor Plainview, they just couldn't get it together tonight. The first drive looked really solid. We thought they were going to go out and play a tremendous football game, but something just fell apart after that first drive, and Fife capitalized. Playoffs next week, week 1. Ty, can you believe that after the 10 weeks that high school football regular season is officially over?
It went really fast for me, and
It goes by.
I know. I'm really excited for basketball, though.
We got some big things coming up for basketball. Actually, our own original series, Heat Check, is not really 100% sure about that. Honestly, I have no clue. I just run my mouth on the camera. I do that from time to time. But anyway, we got some big things coming up for basketball. Anyway, so Rusty,
Folks, we say goodbye
man,
to
give us a lead-in going into playoffs.
Mr. Kyle Wilson.
Two teams I want to talk about. Fife, the team that we've seen tonight, and also Valley Head. Who do you think goes further and why? Keep in mind, Valley Head goes down tonight the section, unless of course they pulled out some kind of upset. Last check we had 22-0 in the third quarter. They were trailing section.
You know, Jay, I'm gonna go with Valley Head going further in the playoffs just because of the classification they're in. Fife's 2A, Valley Head's 1A. 1A typically has less talent. Doesn't mean that 2A has more talent than 1A. It just typically means we've seen Valley Head play very talented.
And I'm not 100% sure if Tanner is still in 2A or not. If so, they are a team that is basically a clutch for finals every year. They are a tremendous football team, and if Fife can make it that far to play against Tanner, that would be the craziest matchup, and I just don't know if Fife could hold it together against a team that strong. Valley Head, on the other hand, I agree with you. You know, there's some 1A teams I'm not very familiar with, but I expect Valley Head go deeper in the playoffs, quarterfinals, maybe even semifinals. I'd love to see one team from around here go to the Super Six.
Definitely.
I'm not sure if they're playing at Jordan Hare or Bryant Denny this year, but just a chance to play on one of those two fields would be amazing. But just to recap the season, man, we have had some fantastic ball games. You know, tonight, no different. It was a blowout from Fife. Ty, you weren't even around for the best game that we played. Right out of the gate, it was Fife and Geraldine. Week 1. You got brought on, I believe, what, week 3?
No, I was brought on week 2.
Week 2, so yeah, there we go. I'm behind. So, but yeah, the only close game we've seen all season, Fife and Geraldine. Geraldine wrapping up #1 spot in the 3A Region 6. Fife taking down the #1 spot in 2A, and Valley Head wrapping up 1A. We don't really cover any 4A and 5A schools, but guys, it's been a fantastic season. I look forward to getting into basketball.
Me too.
Well, let's talk about power rankings. Valley Head held it for a week. Now, okay, if Valley Head comes back from the 22-point deficit, do they deserve to hold the #1 spot over the Fife team who just destroyed Plainview?
I'm going to say Fife's #1 regardless. I'd like to see Fife and Valley Head play, but I do believe Fife would come out on top.
You know, especially the way they played tonight, and I got to say, if Valley Head comes back from a 22-point deficit, something that they've never done before, they've never come from behind because they've never been behind. If they could show that they had come from that far back and win a football game against someone who is more talented and a bigger school in a bigger area than they are, I say Valley Head deserves to go ahead and keep the #1 spot. Don't get me wrong, Fife got it done tonight.
32-7.
But guys, we didn't see the Plainview football team that I was expecting to see tonight.
Not at all.
It was just they had one good drive and it just kind of fell apart after that. But well, the final score 32-7 as we make our way into the postseason and into basketball season. For Ty Trooper Trotter, Captain Russ T. Kirk, I'm Jake Harris of SouthernTorch.com. We'll see you for tip-off in just a few weeks.